another thing like, that I want, I can, and be this.
Yeah.
Okay. So though not consistently, like today morning only, like especially the beautiful part, I was never able to look in the mirror and do. And I have done it today morning only. I'm beautiful. I want to.
Okay.
That statement which I.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you're welcome. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. And just before we started the session, which Darshana has kind of concluded that conversation for us, was all about understanding just one thing, and that is everything that we are learning or unlearning or doing or practicing or making a discipline in terms of our life. The whole thing is linked to just one thing. So, whether you go through love, whether you go through hate, whether you go through anger, grief, despair, jealousy, expectations, judgments, you name it. When you are going through the process of healing, what are you doing? You are basically, sometimes there are certain statements that we say, affirmations, certain concepts that we try to understand. They're all common, and they're all leading us towards one thing, and that is to surrender, to let go, to allow ourselves be in the space of oneness, and to ultimately be in the whole energy and consciousness of love. So, whenever you are doing any aspect of healing, you'll realize you're ultimately coming back, not coming back, or coming into that same space. And why does that happen? It's like air. Air is there everywhere around us, correct? And the air carries everything with it, all the germs, all the clear air, all the smog, all the clouds, all the rains, all the storms, everything, but the air is there. So the oneness and the love is there. We are the ones who have to learn, unlearn, understand, and let go. And that is what we keep saying all the time. The situation, what happens is, most of us, not most of us, I think all of us, make everything conditional. If this happens, then I should get this result. If I practice, then I should get this result. When you make it conditional, it is again working from a space of ego. It's a give and take that you're looking for. It is not a barter system. That itself is the biggest thing. To allow yourself to understand that unless I surrender, unless I let go, unless I learn to forgive, nothing is going to come in my space. That you have to understand. So you cannot do a barter system that I'm doing this, so I should get this. I have had, a lot of students ask, that, ma'am, I've been practicing it for so long, but nothing is happening. Or they come back to the same point. Why? Because you are not, like, when we say right now, all of you are sitting, and just whatever way you're sitting or, listening to me, just allow your shoulders to relax. Sense and feel the difference. There's a big difference. So we're always stressed and always tensed up, right? So, firstly, all of you learn to relax today. Just sit in a very relaxed way and let us, sort of understand that everything that happens in our life is for a reason, sometimes for a season, but everything has been chosen by the soul in the body of, let's say, Darshana or Sagari or Seema, the names I can see on my screen. They've chosen the body of all of you for getting sort of releasing that part, right? There would be a little difference in Seema's life, a little in Darshana's life, a little difference in Srividya's life, Sagari's life. But end of the day, because we are here together in that collective consciousness, there is definitely a reason that all of us have to experience the affirmations to understand where it resonates with us. So, to reach that ultimate pinnacle, of love, what do we need to do? We need to learn to forgive ourselves first. Forgiveness is what will lead you from heaviness to lightness. And are we ready for that? Sometimes we are not, right? So today we are all, in terms of unforgiveness, is one of the heaviest, it's like a suitcase that we drag around all the time with us, right? It's packed with what? All the past hurts, anger, regrets, disappointments, and even guilt that we hold against ourselves and sometimes against others for what we feel they have done to us. And sometimes we carry it for so long that we forget that it is there. But our body feels it, our mind feels it, our heart feels it. Correct? So, what happens when we hold on to unforgiveness? It clouds our clarity. We talked of clarity yesterday. It clouds our hearts. And when it clouds our hearts, it hardens our hearts. Look within and ask yourself that, if there are situations of people you've not been able to forgive, the instant reaction inside you is one of hardening of the heart. And with that, it drains your energy. Correct? So, what happens? It keeps us tied to that pain that we think we want to let go of. I want to let go of my hurt, my hurt, my hurt. Why? Because so and so said something to me and I can never forgive her for that. So you want to deal with the hurt. What about the forgiveness? You understand the difference, the subtle difference that there is, where we have to learn to deal with it? Yeah. But in all this, there is one beautiful truth inside each of us, and that is the ability to put that suitcase down. Forgiveness isn't about excusing what happened. No, it is not. It's about setting ourselves free. It's about choosing peace over pain. It's about love over resentments. And when you do that, what do you achieve? Freedom over heaviness. So, when we move from unforgiveness to forgiveness, we naturally step into lightness. We begin to see life with clearer eyes, softer hearts, deeper strength. Forgiveness is not just a gift that we give to others, it is a healing gift that we give to ourselves. Isn't that what Jesus said? Weren't those the last words when he was being, nailed to the to the cross?
Right.
Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. So these words, they've been said by masters openly. Other masters have guided us towards forgiveness. Radical there as a tool is always helping us to understand what it means to forgive. And why? Because we are the ones who want to connect to our higher self, superconsciousness, the masters, the supreme. So all that can only happen when the purity and the clarity, which we talked of yesterday, turns into learning to forgive. The unforgiving part, which you're holding on to, letting it go. So, sorry, what do we need to do today? We'll explore this journey of forgiveness. Let us reflect while you're doing it. affirm and experience this whole journey to help us move from that burden of holding on to those suitcases to the lightness and the freedom of dropping those suitcases and freedom of letting go and moving forward in life. Yeah? So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And as you're breathing in, allow your whole body to go in a state of relaxation. Loosen your neck muscles, drop your shoulders, let your hands feel limp and loose. Feel your body not holding any tightness in it. Let your limbs, your legs feel totally relaxed. Let your feet also feel completely free. If they are crossed, uncross them. And when you do this, just feel the tingling happening in your whole body. The tingling of relaxation, the tingling and the vibrations of surrendering today to the process of learning to forgive. Breathe in relaxation, forgiveness, and breathe out all the tightness and the unforgiveness. Breathe in love, faith, joy, peace, integrity, care, and happiness. And breathe out all the frequencies and vibrations that do not resonate with you. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their guidance, seek their support, seek their understanding to help you continue your journey of learning to forgive yourself and forgive others for all the baggage and all the suitcase content that you have been carrying in the past. And let you walk on your journey of life with forgiveness being one of its core strengths, as you continue your connection with the superconsciousness and the prime resource energy. Collect all your thoughts, your energies wherever they are scattered in the universe. See them, feel them entering you, centering you. And when you feel centered, take another deep breath and make sure that your shoulders are totally relaxed and your body is relaxed. And you can recite with me or after me. Let's work first towards self-forgiveness and inner healing. With soul's love, I forgive myself for holding on to past mistakes. With soul's love, I forgive myself for holding on to past mistakes. With soul's love, I forgive myself for holding on to past mistakes. With soul's love, I forgive myself for doubting my own divine self. With soul's love, I forgive myself for doubting my own divine self. With soul's love, I forgive myself for doubting my own divine self. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for believing I was unworthy of love. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for believing I was unworthy of love. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for believing I was unworthy of love. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for expecting perfection instead of progress. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for expecting perfection instead of progress. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for expecting perfection instead of progress. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the shame that I carried from the past. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the shame I carried from the past. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the shame I carried from the past. With soul's love, I forgive myself for the choices made in ignorance. With soul's love, I forgive myself for the choices made in ignorance. With soul's love, I forgive myself for my choices made in ignorance. Take a deep breath. And now let's forgive ourselves to understand emotional release and clarity. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the anger I carried in my heart. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the anger I carried in my heart. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the anger I carried in my heart. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the guilt that I held on to unnecessarily. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the guilt I held on to unnecessarily. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the guilt I held on to unnecessarily. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the resentment I clung onto. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the resentment that I clung onto. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the resentment that I clung onto. With soul's love, I forgive myself for comparing my journey with others. With soul's love, I forgive myself for comparing my journey with others. With soul's love, I forgive myself for comparing my journey with others. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resisting change out of fear. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resisting change out of fear. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resisting change out of fear. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for clinging on to the pain as an identity. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for clinging on to the pain as an identity. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for clinging on to the pain as an identity. Take another deep breath and see the vibrations of forgiveness filling you up as we are doing the journey. And now we'll work with relationships and connections. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the words spoken in pain. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the words spoken in pain. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the words spoken in pain. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for mishandled relationships. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for mishandled relationships. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for mishandled relationships. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for mishandled relationships. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for staying silent when the truth was needed. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for staying silent when the truth was needed. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for staying silent when the truth was needed. With soul's love, hello, yeah, what happened? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Um, can I talk to you later? I'm online. Sorry about that. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for not honoring healthy boundaries. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for not honoring healthy boundaries. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for not honoring healthy boundaries. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for giving away my power to be accepted. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for giving away my power to be accepted. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for giving away my power to be accepted. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for abandoning my inner voice of approval, for approval. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for abandoning my inner voice for approval. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for abandoning my inner voice for approval. With soul's love, let's now awaken the spiritual awakening and wholeness. So take a deep breath and say, With soul's love, I forgive myself for ignoring the whispers of my soul. With soul's love, I forgive myself for ignoring the whispers of my soul. With soul's love, I forgive myself for ignoring the whispers of my soul. With soul's love, I forgive myself for forgetting my connection to the divine. With soul's love, I forgive myself for forgetting my connection to the divine. With soul's love, I forgive myself for forgetting my connection to the divine. With soul's love, I forgive myself for betraying my body by neglecting care. With soul's love, I forgive myself for betraying my body by neglecting care. With soul's love, I forgive myself for betraying my body by neglecting care. With soul's love, I forgive myself for letting fear overshadow faith. With soul's love, I forgive myself for letting fear overshadow faith. With soul's love, I forgive myself for letting fear overshadow faith. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for anger turned inward against myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the anger turned inwards against myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for the anger turned inwards against myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for allowing darkness to hide my inner light. With soul's love, I forgive myself for allowing darkness to hide my inner light. With soul's love, I forgive myself for allowing darkness to hide my inner light. With soul's love,
I did not understand this statement.
I
Why am
forgive
I?
myself and others for everything that no longer serves my highest path. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for everything that no longer serves my highest path. With soul's love, I forgive myself and others for everything that no longer serves my highest path. Take a deep breath. Feel these messages of soul's love for forgiveness filling every cell, every fiber, every muscle, every tissue of your body, every organ. every chakra as it is vibrating. Feel all those little suitcases getting released. You're not holding on to them. And when you do so, just take a moment to sense and notice how you feel. Maybe you feel a little lighter. Are your shoulders still soft and absolutely relaxed? Are you feeling a little softer inside? Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event. It is a practice. It is a journey of joy and compassion. Every time you choose to forgive yourself or someone else, you are putting down a piece of that heavy suitcase. And every piece that you let go of brings you closer to peace, to clarity, and to freedom, to help you connect with yourself and to the oneness. So just say to yourself as you feel this lightness, just tell yourself, with soul's love, I am free. With soul's love, I am light. With soul's love, I am whole. I'll repeat it. With soul's love, I am free. With soul's love, I am light. With soul's love, I am whole. Stay in this space. Feel these vibrations and the light traveling all through you, right from your crown chakra to every chakra of your body. This energy of forgiveness. You may see it as a color, you may see it as a light, you may see it as vibrations, sensations. And when you feel that you are totally in sync and aligned to it, take another deep breath. Rub your palms, massage your body, your face, your scalp, your limbs, your toes. Feel yourself grounded. Come back in the here and now, and you can open your eyes.
Ma'am, very nice recitation. It was awesome.
Great. What reactions or what thoughts came to your mind?
Because I
sometimes don't let go and we are not aware. So you mentioned specific words like I didn't pay attention to my inner voice, and I forgive myself for that.
Yeah,
So
great, good. Anyone else have any thoughts, anything they'd like to share or ask?
Ma'am, it was so beautiful. Like, because you were telling, I felt all of it. I could see colors, I could see vibration, I could see, I had goosebumps in between, and I felt cold and everything. And because you covered entire part of forgiveness, from self-forgiveness, relationships, and everything, I was like completely into it. It was like a complete reset button. I feel so light, actually. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry for the disturbance today in between, because sometimes, in end of the day, we are human, and I have to forgive myself for that, for feeling that way. You forget to switch off your phone, or you forget to switch off something, and then suddenly there were vibrations in between that got me a bit distracted. So I'm sorry for that. But yeah, so anyway, so let me just read the chats for them. And yeah, so thank you, Sheetal. Thank you, Nidhi.
Aarti, just 1 second.
Just let me finish what I'm doing and then I'll talk to you. Darshana says, thank you. Seema says, with soul's love, I willingly choose to graciously progress with self forgiveness. Beautiful, Seema. Anybody wants to write it? It's written in the chat. You can take this wonderful statement from Seema. With soul's love, I willingly choose to graciously progress with self forgiveness. Ruby says, thank you, Ruby. You felt each and every word of it. So, what else is there? And Seema says again, with soul's love, I willingly choose to be one with the divine. How lovely, Seema. Thank you so much. Yes. Shirisha, thank you. Ramandeep, much needed today. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for it. Yeah. Yes, Bina, what's your question?
Yeah, thank you, Aarti, for this session. And only one thing I did not understand. There was some comment conveyed as inner darkness.
Your voice is
God,
cracking,
I'm not able to
Bina.
recollect that statement.
Bina, your voice is cracking. Maybe you switch off the video and talk to us. I think the voice will be better. Probably. Yeah. Tell me, what are you asking?
Yeah, yeah. So, some statement was said. I actually asked that point of time itself. I'm sorry if I uh, disturbed during that. I mean, uh,
You asked about moving from
something
heaviness.
you had said,
You
that
asked about
inner darkness.
moving from darkness to light, from heaviness to light. Okay. Now, firstly, remember this, when the
Yeah,
recitation is
okay.
going on, please do not jump in, because everything is planned in a way, everything has a structure, Bina. So we have to learn to follow structures. That is one
Okay.
thing. Secondly, if you have a question,
Okay.
write it down, and then once the recitations are over, ask after that. There is no problem, like you're asking right now. Okay. So just keep it
Yeah.
in mind not to disturb in between. Okay. That's
Okay.
a request. So, from moving from heaviness to light, heaviness is the baggage that you're
Sure.
carrying. All the baggage, you may not have come to it in the beginning.
Sorry
So
for
we had talked about suitcase, carrying a suitcase with all the baggage that we have with us.
your voice breaking now, Aarti. I'm not sure if it is my internet, otherwise.
It is your internet. Can the others hear me?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah, now it feels all right. I mean, when you were telling, okay.
so, heaviness is all the baggage that
Okay.
you're carrying on yourself, and all the baggage could be all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions, right? So, instead of calling it a baggage, I gave it a metaphor of
Yeah.
a suitcase. So, when you start letting go of and putting the baggage down, the suitcase down, anyway, even when you're traveling, if you're carrying a heavy bag, you find it difficult. But the moment you leave the bag and you walk better, isn't it? Similarly, when you let go of all these
Yeah.
with the energy of forgiveness, then things start changing towards lightness, towards light. That's what it means. Okay. Anyone else
Okay.
have any questions?
Thank you.
Welcome, Bina. Thank you.
And I'm sorry, I did not know that I shouldn't interrupt in the between. I'm really sorry for that.
I think everybody knows that, Bina, that when a recitation is going on, who disturbs? Nobody disturbs, no? Anything when there's a format being followed. So a recitation is a recitation, a meditation is a meditation. So I don't think anybody normally disturbs in between those. They keep their questions for later, as everybody does over here. Either their questions or their reactions or whatever else they want to ask. So please just remember this for future, okay? Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Parmeet says,
No.
much needed. Chandni
Mm.
says, thank you. Parmeet says, thank you. Usha says, thank you. Oh, I think it resonated with a lot of you today. I'm very happy for that. Anyone else have any questions or anything they'd like to ask or just a point they'd like to make?
Ma'am, I'm Shruti here. Good morning.
Good morning, Shruti.
Ma'am, in the point of when the recitation was giving the power to others, I was coughing like anything. So I got to know that, oh, here I am losing myself to others.
Yeah.
Thank you for that,
Yeah.
ma'am.
See, you see, thank you, Shruti, for this, because what you have done right now is explain the body reactions that are there, everything leads firstly to the thoughts, feelings, emotions being stored in all the chakras or as vibrations and sensations in our body. And the body reacts, whether as an illness, whether as a pain, whether as any other form, that can lead to a physical or a mental, sort of disorientation of the body. So when the body finds a little bit of relief coming its way, it's like a balm. It's like, the band-aid that you're trying to apply. So when you're applying that band-aid or giving that relief, what happens? It gives reactions. So as Shruti says that she had this reaction of coughing. So it's all about literally coughing it out, letting it go, that what you think that you're holding on to. And if it's your voice that is affected in terms of throat chakra, where you are not communicating or not saying or holding back, and with the holding back comes the resentment or the feeling of failure. It could be so many things, right? So yeah, the coughing is a good sign, Shruti. Thank you for that. Thank you for that indicator. Anybody else would like to say anything?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Anyone else? Okay. So thank you very much for today. I think all of us were in a good space to understand forgiveness. Let's practice it. Let's make it our journey of, it's our partner now. From now on, let's take a pledge to make it a partner for everything that we can go on forgiving, even the tiniest thing. Like, I'll give you an example. There is a stray dog who keeps sitting outside my building. And that way the gate was open. The gate was open and the gate to the lift was also, the door to the lift was also open. And it climbed up. Maybe it senses where we stay, they know it. So it came to my floor and there were a set of shoes lying outside. So it picked up 3 shoes, turn by turn, 1 shoe of each, and took it away. Maybe to chew on it, maybe whatever else. And then when the people whose shoes they were went looking for it, they couldn't find it. They were so annoyed, so angry. And then we went down. I peeked out from the balcony. I saw 1 shoe there. I said, it's downstairs. And this dog was sitting with one of the shoes and chewing it. So for the dog, it was a treat. It got 3 shoes to chew. These people were so angry. I said, leave it. Imagine his life. He doesn't know where to go, how to fulfill his needs. So he felt maybe a little affinity with us and felt we may provide something. We provided the shoes. That's a forgiveness. Everybody started laughing, so there was no more anger. We got the shoes away from the dog, and of course, then I gave it some bread and some milk. But that's life. Learn to forgive everything. Yeah? I think on this happy note, we'll finish this recitation today. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow for lucid reading. All the best.